something special for you next. So you guys ready? You want to hear my friend Eddie? Yeah, it's literally in his name, guys. Put your hands together. It's Eddie Kidd. Hey, what's up? Yeah, as Matt pointed out, now first off, I'm not sure how a guy who looks like a reject from the Santa Maria is sitting there fucking hosting this shit. Dude, I'm wondering where you're hiding the smallpox blankets at this point, okay? I'm sitting there at one point thinking, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. I'm like, fuck off. I'm just a dude in a trench coat, so fuck it, whatever. Half the people are sitting there like, is he gonna do a Silent Bob shit or is he gonna do that whole Buffalo Bill routine? And I'm just like, no. None of you paid enough money for that shit, so no. And as Matt pointed out, yes, I am a grandfather. I am 41 years old. I am happily divorced, so happily divorced. And yes, it's kind of weird being a grandpa now, and it's even funnier trying to date in your 40s, especially in this town. When I got a divorce, my friends tried to tell me to go on, like, try online dating. No. Like, first off, I mean, like, I'm old enough to try online dating, but it was like, go to Match.com, go to eHarmony. The best one was Plenty of Fish. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I mean, first off, half the problem was that most of the girls my age all had the same three pictures. There was a duck face shot, a cleavage shot, and a picture of their kids. I'm like, no. The ones that I thought I wanted to date, they're half my age and all had daddy issues, and most of them were my stepdaughter's friends, so no. And if we're using the fishing analogy as it pertains to Owen Sound, hate to break it to everybody, there's no trophy fish coming out of that harbor. It's sticky bait fish, it's bottom feeders and catch and release only. What the actual fuck? But no, try online dating, they said. So I'm happily single. The worst part is I can't even party like I used to anymore. Like when I was in my 20s, I'd wake up the next day surrounded by empty cases of beer and I'm like, dude, I drank a lot, fucking A. I do that now, I'm like, dude, I drank a lot, fuck. I need to reevaluate some life choices, shit. The worst part was going to Montreal with some buddies of mine on a bachelor party. This was a number of years ago because, well, we were young and stupid. And to be fair, it's Montreal. I don't care what anyone says about Montreal. Montreal's like Vegas, but better. One, the girls are hotter. I don't have to worry about the exchange rate. That's great. And worst case scenario, I can try a couple like words of French and I still might get some at the end of the night. Can't do that in Vegas at all. Trust me, I've tried. So we're in Montreal. Now there's four of us. I want to point out right now, out of the group of my friends, I am the smallest individual. Wrap your head around that for a second. We're in Montreal, we're partying our asses off about 3 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. What? Alright, we're good. Sorry. So we're sitting there, we're partying our asses off, 3 o'clock in the morning. My buddy John, who is somewhat reality impaired, and not just because he's drinking, that's just him normally. We go, and he's trying to find like this 24-hour fucking poutine place in Montreal. That makes sense. So he goes up to this random old lady who had to be like in her 60s. What the fuck she was doing in the middle of St. Catherine Street at 3 o'clock in the morning? I don't ask questions, they don't pay me enough for that. So I'm like, okay, fine. He goes up to her, asks her the question. She proceeds to start beating the fuck out of my friend John. We're like, oh fuck. So then me and my two other friends like drag her off of my friend John. The problem with that was when the cop showed up. So the cop sees me and my three other friends who are bigger than I am, apparently like mugging this like 60-year-old woman. He brings out his pepper spray. We're like, whoa, 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 what the fuck, dude? She starts going at him a mile a minute in French. I'm catching bits and pieces, but I'm like, I never said that. I never said that. John, what the fuck do you say to this woman? God damn it. They're going off a mile a minute. He comes and talks to us, and he tries to answer us in French. I'm like, "J'aime excuse me, nous allons pas beaucoup de français." Which in my best broken French was like, "I'm really sorry, I don't speak a lot of French." He's like, "Where are you from?" Thank God. "We're really sorry, dude. We live about 2.5 hours north of Toronto. We're just a couple country fucking idiots trying to give my buddy a good time for his bachelor party." And he's like, "Okay, so what happened?" We tried to ask her where the poutine place. John, what the fuck did you say to this woman? I asked her where the poutine place was. What exactly did you say to her in French? Où est la maison de pute? Those of you who know French and know exactly what just happened. The officer, who was kind enough to inform my reality-impaired friend John, proceeded to tell him that no, that is not what you asked for. You asked, instead of where the closest house of poutine was, you asked where the closest whorehouse was. Thankfully, he decided to calm the lady down. Everything was fine. He sent us on our way, thank fucking God. And the best part was like, "Gentlemen, while you are here for the remainder of your time in the city, please do not speak any French." Done. Second of all, if you're looking for the poutine place, 2 blocks north, take a right. Merci beaucoup. If you're looking for the place that your friend actually asked for, 3 blocks north, take a left. Thank you very much, officer. I'll remember that. Thank fucking God. This is why I've slowed down to my quote-unquote old fucking age. But no, man, it sucks. Like fucking having grandkids and shit. Everyone's just like, "Oh my God, that must be so amazing." My granddaughter calls me grumpy. I have no idea why. No. No, it was funny. She legit, she calls me grumpy all the time, and I'm just kind of like, I'm not that angry. I mean, I can be. I mean, considering some of the jobs I've had as a bouncer. Legit, when I have to carry somebody over my shoulder out of the bar, like I've legit had to...
One time.
Twice. Once with you, yes.
Oh, it's so much fun.
No, it's weird too, and then like Andrew was talking about earlier about working at Tim Hortons. You want to talk about working at Tim Hortons? I got a story for that.
Oh, here we go.
Make it quick.
All right, I got the time. Fuck it. So a snowstorm similar to the one we had over the weekend. Some guy comes into my drive-thru. Me and one other person are the only 2 people dumb enough to show up for work. Some guy gets pissy because I apparently took too long making his large double-double that he risked life and limb for. All the highways are closed, but he's like, "It doesn't taste the same unless you guys make it." Like, what? It doesn't taste the same unless I hawk a loogie in it for you? Fuck off. The best part is he starts yelling at me as I'm lipping him off. I'm like, "Come on, Cletus, here's your large double-double. I got time, motherfucker." He gets stuck in the drive-thru. Me being a good employee, I had to push his dumbass out. And he's just like, "Dude, I'm really sorry." I'm like, "Just go fuck yourself, I don't care." And the best part is like, "I'm really sorry." I'm like, "I apologize for any inconvenience this might cause." And anyone that has ever worked retail or fast food in their fucking lives knows that is the most polite way that you can sit there and stare a guy straight in the face and say, "I don't get paid enough to give a fucking rat's ass about your goddamn shit." That's my time. Thank you very much.
That was cool. Mr. Eddie Kid, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Thanks, Eddie.